maybe it's...
Interesting.
When was that?
In 82.
82?
Yeah. Because it's a big story in the UFO lore.
Okay.
Of just like these soldiers that got petrified.
Where was that? In the lake or?
Yeah, Lake Baikal.
Lake.
There's another story similar in Hawaii. This guy David Noble White Crow, because he's an Indian guy.
Yeah.
He was a UFO witness, but then he was stationed somewhere with this guy who apparently dove on an object in Hawaii, and the idea was maybe it was related to the Starfish Prime test series, so the Marshall Islands, you know, atomic tests or whatever, where UFO material was supposedly came out of the sky. You know, I interviewed a guy, Harold Malmgren, who basically on his deathbed said that he held in his hands UFO material that came out of the plume of a blast from Operation Bluegill Triple Prime, and it was given to him by Jeff Bezos' maternal grandfather, Lawrence Preston Geist, at Sandia National Labs and Kirtland Air Force Base in New Mexico. Wow. Amazing. Oh. And so anyway, so this guy, David Noble White Crow, was stationed with this other guy. He said that he dove down and saw some sort of object, but that it was almost alive. And it was, I think Dolan might talk about this as well, Richard Dolan. So the object itself was like breathing and it was organic. And he didn't know why he was this kind of, you know, in intelligence circles, often they say, go find a thing and you don't know what you're looking for. No. And so he apparently looked at the object when he was down there and it really shocked him. It was ontologically completely shocking. He was like, what am I seeing? And it was because it looked organic and it was like breathing. So, and then I think about the hole with the sand.
Yeah, but you're saying something very interesting, because when we did samples there from, we take from, not from the object, but from that laying on the object, it was organic burned material.
Wow.
Yeah.
Organic burned.
Yeah.
Whoa. So like,
but you know, I'm not a specialist in that area, but it was that.
So it was like charred, like
no, something have high temperature, very high temperature, and it's like basalt, as you know. And then when it's cooling down, the layers on it when you're scrapping it, take the test. What's biologic?
How'd you know?
The science. I mean,
it was biological.
Yeah, they tested
to contain DNA and stuff.
No, that I don't know.
Okay, but it was
biological.
When you say biological, plant or animal,
can be. I don't know.
Some sort of tissue or something.
I don't know.
It's fascinating.
Nothing. It's Dead Sea.
Dead
totally
Sea.
Dead
Sea.
No,
but this had biological material.
Yeah.
So normally you would never find biological material in this area.
No. The fishes.
That's fascinating.
Yeah. Not out there in the middle of the Baltic Sea.
But nothing we can say that's more descriptive than biological material, or
no,
not a specific animal or specific. Okay.
No.
Wow.
So, but hopefully this time when we go out, we're going to take more samples. Core drilling, as I mentioned for you, but we're going to take. Hopefully we can take something from the object, but if not, we take new samples from different spots around it, and even on it, and do our investigation and you know, look at it.
Amazing. Well, Godspeed, man. I'm very excited to see what you find. I think it's very cool what you're doing. And do you think, I mean, do you believe that you'll succeed in figuring out what this object is?
Yeah.
You do?
100%. Even if it's a stone or a volcano or whatever it is, we will find out. I don't give up. We must have an answer now to what it is. But it have been a tough time, 15 years and gray hairs, and struggling with this to convince people to get into this. And now we have the right people involved in this project, and I'm so glad for that. And but it have been a tough time with threats and people that want to hurt me or my family, and so it's have been tough also.
I'm sorry,
in many ways.
Any specific threats that you can talk about?
Not really, but you know, you get mails and like threatening me and my kids and lots of things like that.
Horrible.
To make me to stop or Well, yeah.
They literally say, stop looking for the Baltic Sea anomaly.
No,
Or,
we know what your kids are. We know what kindergarten they are at. Now we're talking about my youngest kids. Now they are teenagers, but at that time they were in the kindergarten and school, and they said that we know about your son there and daughter there, and that when I was
Jesus.
and be careful about that, blah 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 blah. I still have the mails left,
You do?
yeah, and lots of it, and then people that think I'm opening the door to hell. So
Really?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
you're
yeah,
opening a gateway to hell.
gateway to hell. So they're gonna blame me on. So it was tough. And then to if you have a wife, a family, and I must be open with everything. If there's threatening me and my family,
Yeah.
I must be open
Well,
with it.
being
And
public
that
is
was
the best defense.
yeah, and that was very tough for them to accept that, and they did not really accept it, and it was tough for me. I mean, Dennis, what have you done? Don't put us in this situation, and was tough, but they have supported me and this because it's important. They know that's important for me, and now we are here, 2025, and we are out again, and hopefully we have an answer this year what we have found. And but even if it's a stone or whatever it is, I will continue to work in this area to find out, are we alone, and we are not alone, but who are they?
Who are?
Where are they coming from? What's the
Yes.
purpose, and so on.
Yeah.
So that is something very important for me.
Well, I think if the people mailing you didn't think it was real, they wouldn't be so vociferous and aggressive
Yeah.
in everything they're saying. It's implying an insecurity that they actually think the thing
Yeah.
is real. If they
Yeah.
think they thought that you were obsessed with a volcanic rock
Yeah.
for 15 years, they
Yeah.
wouldn't be threatening anything.
No. We all on the crew, everybody on the ship, and also, as I mentioned, the Finnish guys, and we have been out there, and it's a reason we are going out. Many times I've been out there, not for a stone. I mean, we have seen something that have, make us confused.
Do you plan to document what you find throughout so that you can? I think it's important maybe for just as a defense for
Yeah.
yourself to show the process as you're finding things so nobody can kind of deny that because you have, evidence that you're doing it as you're doing it.
Yeah, of course we have a plan for that, and we have filmed when we were out last time. We did a little filming, of course. We don't have any film crew with us or any production company, because I have been we do it ourselves now in the beginning, but we have changed our mind a little now. We must think about perhaps to connect a team with, or get in contact with a team that can film us and document everything, because I think is lots of things are going to happen when we are out now, this time, and hopefully later. That's what I hope for, and it's good to have on film also.
Well,
You never know.
we're available. Yeah.
Not yet, no. With the drone,
Yeah.
we were flying on the, or hovering on the surface.
Yeah.
And we saw some weird lines
Yeah.
going through it. Some cracks,
Yeah.
give it like it. And something I would say looked like rust, that had a brownish color.
Like rust, like metal.
And looked like it. At least that's why it was my first intuition. So like it was a little bit like old metal, rusty, peeling off the surface. Below the sediment, but just running theory.
Why would there be metal?
Good question.
Now you see. quality of the.
Yeah.
It's like straight.
Whoa.
It's like a
Get
wall.
Yeah.
Flat wall.
Yeah. That's the picture you take.
Yeah.
You took when you dived
Yes,
for the first
yes,
time with
yes.
your ROV.
Yeah.
So this is higher resolution,
Yeah.
Because the range is smaller, so you got.
and it shows it's even straighter than before.
Yeah.
How long is that super straight part?
I mean,
I would say that's it must be at least 30 meters.
30 meters.
At least.
60 meters the whole thing.
So what are the chances of that? That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
My dream is that one day we can have one of these objects in a museum, so a kid can
Exactly.
can look at it and be inspired and understand the potential of possibility that exists in the universe. For me, that was the pyramid when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I grew up half an hour away from it, so I
Wow.
know the impact of having seen something that almost doesn't feel like it belongs to this reality. And like ever since, I think I said that on camera during the Grush.
Yeah.
The Grush documentary. Just like that's why I'm in it for it.
Cool.
Because I hope that our work and every interview that we do can push people to.
Yeah. That's why it's so important for us in this, what we are doing. It's that we work together.
Yeah.
That we really,
Yeah.
instead of, no, he's doing that. You know what I mean. Lots of people in
I think-
different groups, and then, I don't want to speak to them.
I think the phenomena doesn't open itself up to you unless you have that orientation of like loving and humanity.
Well, that's
It'll reject you.
something perhaps I forgot to mention, or was about 96. Go back to 96. I was parents. I had 2 young guys. I was occupied with all my businesses and exploring and so on. Something I thought about later, perhaps a couple of weeks, a month after that incident, was a feeling I had. A feeling that usually I don't wake up so early. At that time, I was young daddy, and blah, blah, blah. And I use my time to sleep. When I have the chance to sleep, I sleep. Don't go up 4 o'clock, 3:30 in the night. No way. I did not, as now I'm an old guy, I'm going to go up and pee, That's what I'm doing. Not that at that time. But I wake up of some reason, I don't understand today.
Different parts of the brain have different activities.
Well, you know that, don't you?